Here we are back on Marauder Morning with a legend, Julia Hanaka, women's basketball guard from 2016 to 2020 and a 2019 national champion. How are you doing today, Julia?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy you called me a legend. That felt pretty good.
Yes, well, when you're on the show and you're being interviewed, no one else is around to contest those sort of things. So we just
Fair.
call everyone a legend, and everyone is a legend. And
True.
national champions for sure are legends around here. So it's great
For
to have
sure.
you back on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
No problem. Anytime. We're actually not here just to reminisce about your great time as a big master basketball player. We're here to talk about something you're supporting nowadays in your post McMaster career. Tell us a little bit about Sweat and Sip.
Yeah, awesome. So a few friends and we wanted to do something pretty cool in the community. I mean, obviously right now with everything going on, we know times are tough and it's really hard to do certain things and raise money and do initiatives like that. But we wanted to do one. So on March 16th at 7 p.m., we are running a virtual charity event and all proceeds are going 100% to Jumpstart charities. So we thought that was pretty cool, especially me being unfortunately an ex-athlete. um, but now that we're doing that, these charities, a lot of them go directly into the community, right? They have a bunch of different charities, and we thought it'd be really cool to do something for them. So yeah, the event's on March 16th, and it's really cool because we have an ex-CFL player. His name's Jonathan Hood coming in, and he does this awesome. He did it for one of my classes, and I honestly was mesmerized. I followed him on Instagram and was like, that was so cool. How can I see that again? And he just did this awesome pep talk and kind of gave everybody like this self-confidence. And I thought that was pretty awesome. And then we also have someone named Beverly Chang. And I feel like everyone in Toronto, I mean, I've only been here for a few months, but still everyone in Toronto knows of her. She's just this super awesome, confident girl. And she is an influencer on Instagram and she does workouts and stuff like that. So she's going to be running the workout for us. And yeah, it's going to be 2 hours of just sweating and sipping. We're going to make a drink and we're going to have a silent auction. And honestly, we are just hoping to raise as much money as we possibly can in order to help out Jumpstart charities because they do so much for the community.
Yeah, right on. And why particularly Jumpstart? It's a great organization founded by Canadian Tire. Can you tell us why specifically you were interested in supporting Jumpstart?
Yeah, our group, we kind of had one of those sessions where we're like, okay, guys, we all need to sit down and think about where do we want to support because there's so many. And especially right now, it's tough picking one
Mm,
because we know that so many people are struggling. But Jumpstart really does help support so many different things. And within Jumpstart charities, they have a bunch of different charities within the one charity. So the Sport Relief Fund, for example, is my personal favorite. And it helps athletes who might be, underprivileged or with exceptionalities and stuff like that just need a little extra help. And we thought that it'd be really good because sport helps so much, especially with my like mental health and stuff like that. Sports have always been a huge thing in my life. And after this pandemic, we know a lot of people are going to be struggling and people probably are struggling right now. And we know that with Jumpstart, they're going to be able to get so many athletes back on track and they're going to be able to pay for and help out financially for so many people. So we thought that this would be a great place and a great initiative to do because we're just hoping that they'll be able to help people out once things finally open, finally, and we're able to actually have that human contact and go out and do things like spike ball tournaments and basketball tournaments. And we know that Jumpstart does a really big deal, especially in different communities,
mhm.
helping out those athletes. So we thought that that would be a really good one to focus in on.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about charities, there's no wrong answers.
Honestly,
But
though.
yeah, but Jumpstart is a great pick. I can't imagine me being a kid right now and not having community sports, not having something to go out and do. Just to
Honestly,
exert your energy.
even for me, I have a roommate and thankfully we have so much fun together. She's my best friend.
Hmm.
But it's so hard because, everyone's bored. There's not
Yeah.
really much to do and you don't really get to do sports and even you're not even supposed to go outside, especially being in Toronto, right? So it's so hard not having sports. And we know that once sports are allowed to happen, everybody and their families, everyone, cousins, sisters, everyone's gonna want to do sports. Everyone's gonna want to hang out together and be in those situations. And I don't think that people are going to be able to go to like family gatherings or anything, but I do think hopefully sports will be able to happen maybe with the mask. I mean, again, I'm being hopeful, but I do think that with us supporting this charity, they'll be able to help so many people get back into the swing of things with sports. And I think that's really important.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take a little hopefulness right now from wherever
Yeah,
we can get it. Yeah,
honestly.
any hope is great right now. Do you have any tips for working out at home during a pandemic? I'm actually looking forward to this and legitimately going to attend because I bought a yoga mat and I haven't been able to work
Nice.
out at home at all. I make it about 15 minutes in. So I'm super looking forward to this. Do you personally, as the athlete extraordinaire you are, have any tips for working out at home? Because I'm getting a little soft.
That's good. As a legend,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Honestly, I just watch videos because I
Okay.
know even for me, like I'm always kind of antsy. I can never stay focused. I'm sure
Mm,
you've noticed that. Everybody that I've known at Mac has noticed that I can never stay focused. So for me, watching these videos, I almost feel like they're watching me and they're going through the pain too. I'll watch like Mad Fit videos or Chloe Tang, just a bunch of workout videos, and I'll play music in the back and I'll try to make it fun
hmm.
because again, basketball was awesome, but working out has never really been something that I like
Yeah.
doing. I tend to be a little bit more lazy. So I was the same as you. I got myself a yoga mat. I got a few weights, and I'm like, okay, now what? And I try to stay fit, but especially right now, it's so hard, and I'm not able to go on walks. So yeah, if I was you, I would just do a bunch of videos.
Okay.
And they have fun ones too. They have like dance videos. I don't know if you're a dancer, but I'm not either.
Absolutely.
But I still try my best.
Yeah. Hey, there's no
They have
one
like
else in this apartment, so I can be whatever I want to be.
yeah,
Yeah. Dancer,
close the blinds, no one can see you, and just dance it out.
dance it out. That's
Because those
that's
are the kind you're listening to like fun music and you're dancing and having fun, and especially me, like I get to do it with my best friend and we're like dancing, and it turns into more of like a vibe than it is a workout.
okay.
And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, like I just burned a decent amount of calories. I'm feeling good.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can get on board with that. It's good to
Yeah,
know other people are struggling. I just mainly wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one.
you weren't the only
Uh,
one, but you got a yoga mat, so that's step
yeah,
one.
that was like 5 months ago though. So
Oh.
still waiting for step two. It's in the corner. I can see it right.
Okay, yeah, you
Yeah.
can look at it, gives you some motivation.
Yeah, I think about it every once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
never get there though. Yeah, Sweat and Sip, great event. Make sure you go check it out March 16th, 7 to 9 p.m. You can buy tickets on sweatandsip.ca. You can check them out on Facebook, Sweat and Sip 2021, or on Instagram, Sweat and Sip underscore. That's a great, awesome event, and I will surely be there. Julia Hanaka, tell us what else you got going on in your exciting life post McMaster career. Everyone's
Post
interested.
McMaster, yeah. So right now I'm actually getting a graduate certificate. So I'm in sport marketing and event planning. It's been really good, but like I was saying to you, it's kind of tough because there's obviously not a lot going on in the sports world right now.
Yeah.
I am working for a really cool company. It's a basketball mentorship company. So that's pretty cool. I get to talk to a bunch of different athletes and kind of help them and, anywhere from mental health to, healthy nutrition facts to workouts, basketball, and even just having someone to talk to, especially right now, no one's really getting much human contact. So I get to go on these mentorship calls and kind of just give some of the stuff that I went through and some of the things that I had to learn as being a varsity athlete. Cause there's so many great, amazing things with being a
Mhm.
varsity athlete, but it can also be challenging sometimes. And I think that that was something that I kind of wanted to teach people, that there's so many things I wish I knew. And again, the best thing I've ever done is pick McMaster and win nationals. That obviously was awesome.
Yeah.
But there's so many things that I wish I did differently. And I wish like I focus more on this and less on this. And there's so many things that I'd like to teach other people. So yeah, I'm working with that company and they're awesome. I'm actually going to be doing in March. I think 3 or 4 sessions where I'm going out. Of course, we're going to follow the pandemic protocol and everything, but I'm going to go out and do these virtual chats with students and schools. I'm
Oh,
not
cool.
exactly sure how we're going to do it. Obviously, we're in hopes when we were talking about it that I'd be able to actually go into these schools. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to with everything going on, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Because even if I can, one person will listen to me and they'll learn something. At least I tried, right? It doesn't
Right.
matter if I don't touch everybody, but at least if one person kind of, it's like, okay, that sounds really interesting, or I didn't think about it like that, then at least one person is listening.
Yeah. That's great stuff. It sounds like basketball is still a part of your life. And do you think sports is something you want to pursue for the rest of your career? Is sports always going to be in your life, do you think? One way or another?
Honestly, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because even when I'm not doing sports, I'm thinking about sports. When I'm not thinking about sports, I'm watching sports. Like I'm watching, football, basketball. really everything. Or if I'm on TikTok, of course, the only thing in my newsfeed is sports. And I don't know, I think that's something that, even though I hate to admit it, it consumes my life, honestly. I love the atmosphere. I love being on a team. Even in like my next work and work culture, like I like being at a place where I can be in a team environment. So I think for me, it's so much more than being involved in sports. It's like being involved in that community.
Yeah.
And the sports industry is just so much fun. Like I feel like it's constantly evolving, constantly changing. So I think, again, obviously there's no real jobs in sports right now because there's not much going on. But I think that sports is definitely something that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life. I mean, obviously I'm not going to be a WNBA player, unfortunately, but maybe I could work with the WNBA and still be involved in that sense.
Yeah. Hey, well, you never know, by the way.
Yeah, true.
Don't count yourself out just yet. This next question is a freebie question, and I'll remind you there's no one around to contest your answer. If you got dropped into a McMaster OUA basketball game right now, how many points are you dropping?
Oh.
Nobody's around, Julia.
You know what? I'm going to say 15.
15? Okay.
Like I'm not gonna be, you know, the crazy superstar. Like I'm not gonna unfortunately be like a Sarah Gates. Like you know, that's not me. I'm kind of more of like a sideline person. I'll hype the team up, but they pass me the ball, I'll just hit three.
Okay. Maybe
you know?
like
don't ask me for defense.
Okay, no defense. Just taking it off.
I've never really been great at defense. I'm sure a lot of my teammates unfortunately can attest to that. But especially now when I've been working out and doing dances, but that's not the same as playing our basketball
little
games.
Footwork though, you know?
Yeah, true. I might be skipping down the court, but my defense probably would be a little bit off.
Mm.
But, you know, that's normal. Everyone gets out of shape. I guess now I'm an alumni, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy to say. But yeah, so I could definitely put up 15.
Definitely. Okay.
Maybe more once I'm feeling myself, maybe more.
Right. Maybe like a little heat check down the stretch or
sure. And if it was with the national team that I played with, maybe I'll go more for like 30.
30. Okay. Wow. All right.
Well, because everyone was always guarding like, you know, Christina, Liv, Hillary, Linnea, Sarah. So obviously, like if they had to leave one player open
on the back,
me, right? Yeah.
Right. Maybe like 15 points, a nice like 3 rebounds and like 8 assists, you know, like just dishing it out.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I think I usually like my go-to is I'd kind of just hang around the 3-pointer and then Hillary would do all the work and pass. Oh, for sure. For sure. But you know what? It didn't matter at the end of the day. That's what made a team.
Yeah. We call you a sharpshooter. That's the name.
Yeah.
For it. Yeah.
You know what? That was my nickname. I was going to say back in the day, like last year.
Back in the old days.
Yeah.
Stroking your white beard.
Yeah. No, but we think about that national championship all the time. And I said to the girls, because I still talk to all the girls, obviously, because it's a different type of bond when you win together, right? It's, I mean, cliche, but we're always going to be a family.
Yeah,
like,
it's real.
Becky, Sarah, Christina, Mia, like all those girls I talk to every day, even like Erin Hill, everyone. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about it. Like, imagine how cool that would be in a few years from now when we get to do an alumni game and like our shift is like the girls from nationals. I'm like, I hope we still got it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I hope that chemistry never dies.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you come back in 5 or 6 years and some hotshot Marauders basketball team walks onto the court and, you know.
Yeah, people would be scared.
Just flash them one of these.
Yeah, like, don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, we need like matching jackets. Like, you know, those old school football jackets?
I think you need like gold vinyl ones, you know, with like national champions on the back.
Just like super obnoxious, but I'm here for it.
Yeah. When you win nationals, you can be as obnoxious as you want, right? I
didn't know if the clock ran out because after we won, I mean, we were definitely obnoxious for about a year. Mm-hmm. And then it's like every time it's like 1 year ago or 2 months ago today, it's like here I am posting about it again.
Yeah. Well, look,
it'll never get old for me, honestly.
No shade, but the football team never shuts up about their Vanier Cup. So
fair. And as they should. Yeah, like no one should. I mean, people work so hard for that.
Yeah. The clock never runs out on national. Maybe like an OUA championship, maybe like 10 years later, it's like, okay, whatever.
Okay,
guys. But a national championship, you take that, you know, you take that forever.
Well, even for sports and stuff, like I've had a few like interviews and a few like coffee chats with people when they're like, so I saw on your resume you played like varsity basketball. I'm like, yeah, and I won nationals. Like, they're like, okay. Like I actually put that in my resume now. I'm like, you know what? Like I think that's a pretty awesome thing. I should probably start
On the header,
making that more known. Yeah.
national champion Julia
Julie
Hanaka.
Hanaka, national champion.
Yeah, I think you should start that. Why not?
Honestly, it make me stand out at least, right?
Yeah, yeah. There you go. All right, Julie Hanaka, here on Marauder Morning. Once again, I think you're the only person in my time as sports director to be a two-time appearance on Marauder Morning. So
Oh,
congratulations for that.
thank you. That's a record.
Yeah, your certificate is in the mail,
Yeah,
along with a
thanks.
free Kit Kat. So
Oh,
enjoy that.
the chocolate
Um,
bar at least.
yeah. Julie Hanaka, thank you so much for joining the show. It was a pleasure as always to have you here, and you're welcome back anytime.
Yeah, thank you. I'm hoping to come back for number 3. So
Right on.
good
We'll get it
enough.
done.